Alrighty, I'm no scientist, but I do have a Senville Aura mini split, and it's -20, and this thing's humming right along. We are still putting out heat to the tune of 95, 96 degrees up there. As you can see here, we're pulling quite a bit of juice, 2700 watts, but really have only pulled 406 kilowatts so far for the month, which is not bad considering we're heating a 750 square foot shop. So now that we have this thing cranking, we're outputting close to 100 degrees, 99, 95. So it's still throwing plenty of heat into the room. So the unit is currently in defrost. We can see it is working to heat itself up and thaw out. It's up to about 12 degrees in there, and climbing, it seems like it's trying to. So we're climbing, we're up to 25. Keep in mind this is a cheap thermal, so it's probably not the most accurate. It's also just kind of interesting to look at your building with thermal. You can kind of see where you might have any leakage. Obviously the line set's warm. The mini split itself is warm. Starlink up there is warm. Alrighty, we're just up into the 40s, and it just kicked back on. Gonna ramp up now probably. Pretty cool to see though. You can see the actual puddle there. I'm just focusing down below, and now it's kicking back on. It does defrost pretty frequently at these temperatures, totally normal. But so far it just works. Let's go inside and check the temp now. So right as we're coming off that defrost cycle, you can see it's reading 46. So my understanding is when it's defrosting, it's essentially running in air conditioning mode. I assume it would ramp the fan way down in here, so you're not pumping cold air into the room. But just like when you go out to your outside unit in the summertime, it's pumping out hot air. Alright, we're starting to ramp back up. 85, 86. Now we're coming up 96 to 97 degrees. You can feel the heat coming out for sure now. Fan's ramping up. I have it set to 68 in here. My thermostat over here is showing 64. So that could just be a little discrepancy from the defrost, and it's just trying to play catch up, or it could be struggling ever so slightly. So this shop has 3 inches of closed cell spray foam on the walls, giving me roughly an R20. It has 8 inches of open cell on the roof deck, which is giving me somewhere around an R30. It's got 2 3-foot by 4-foot cheap windows. It's got a regular man door that's poorly insulated, and it has a well-insulated 16 by 8-foot garage door. The slab is also uninsulated. If we look at power consumption, we're pulling almost 2,800 watts. Normally it's sitting somewhere between 700 and 1,000 on a normal heating day. And it ramps up and it ramps down. But overall, for the month of January, today is like the 24th, 408 kilowatts is not bad at all. I'd definitely recommend the Senville Aura unit. We rarely see days that dip this cold into the -20s. When I woke up this morning, it was as low as -31 Fahrenheit. And it was still plenty comfortable in here. It was not at the 68 degree set point, but it was still 62. And we've slowly been playing catch up. As you can see at the far end of the room here, by the leaky man door, we're still managing to get to about 63 degrees, which is pretty solid. As you can see all of the condensation on the cheap door here. It's still 64 in here, so I wouldn't say it's perfectly keeping up, but it's still plenty warm for a workshop.